Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. This week, I'm going to speak to you about entrepreneurship as a discipline. As we all know, being an entrepreneur takes a lot of discipline. It takes being focused. It takes being adaptable. It takes having a lot of grit. It takes being a hard worker. It takes being patient, and so many other things. Entrepreneurship, as we all know, is really not for the faint of heart, because especially at the beginning of your journey as an entrepreneur, you will be challenged. Unless you are a very, I don't like to use the word lucky, but so I will say the word fortunate person to have overnight success that you're able to maintain. I say congratulations to you. That is awesome. And if that has happened to you, please share on the channel what you have done to have that overnight success. And most importantly, I would love to hear from people who have been in the entrepreneurship arena for quite some time to share some pointers on what kept you going when times got tough. What did you do to stay in the game as an entrepreneur? Usually people only see the end, like when you are successful, when you're making money, enjoying the better things in life, as we like to say, right? Because sometimes as an entrepreneur, we have personal goals or things that we want to do. For myself, traveling is a big deal. Like, that's one thing that I'm really looking forward to, now that I have control of my time. Because sometimes we have to go back to why did I become an entrepreneur? And sometimes it takes going into that why 3 or 4 or sometimes 5 times as to why did I start being an entrepreneur? Why did I want to have my own business? Because I want to have control of my time. Why do I want to have control of my time? Because I want to take off when I want to take off. I want to spend time with my family. I want to travel when I feel like it. Why do you think that that is important? I think it's important because it's the price that I am willing to pay to be an entrepreneur. And I can tell you, sometimes that price that we are willing to pay, it comes sometimes with a battle. It comes with hard work. It is not an easy task. And as the times change, especially like now, we are in a different economic market. And so we're seeing lots of up and down in our businesses. Just like we're seeing lots of ups and downs in the stock market, in the stores, in the major department stores that are having challenges. Major hospitals are having challenges. Major soccer teams are having challenges. Everywhere you turn on the news, we're hearing a lot about cutbacks, a lot about tightening. This week in the news, the Federal Reserve said that we are in a soft recession. I don't know what's the difference between a soft recession and a hard recession. We have banks that are closing. Like I said before, we have stores. It's just a different time. And so a lot of that trickles down to small business owners, because when people are cutting back, for example, for myself as the owner of a staffing company, there are hospitals that are now having their own in-house staffing agency where they are planning their own staffing. They're not relying on a staffing agency to help with temporary staffing. There are others that have reduced their budgets for outsourcing. So as a small business owner and as an agency owner, I am feeling that trickle down effect of when hospitals or clinics or other healthcare facilities are reducing the dollars that they're spending in staffing. And so I know that there are others that are also going through a similar situation, right? Because when we start to feel that reduction in our income, of course, then we start to reduce what we're spending money on. Like, we start to really separate our wants from our needs. And this is the reality of what small businesses go through from time to time. But again, it's the price that we pay to be business owners. And it doesn't mean that you're going to stop being a business owner. It means that you might have to reshuffle how you're doing things a little bit. You might have to, of course, tighten in certain areas in your spending also. go and you keep it going. You got to be adaptable as a business owner. So I want to make sure that we stay disciplined as we stay this course to succeed as business owners, that we really continue to focus on our goals. If we have to revamp those goals, again, being adaptable, being disciplined is very important. Being creative, being innovative in what you're doing, other skill sets that you might have that you can utilize during times of changes in the marketplace, or really leveling up your skill set, right? Because so many of us are multi-talented. I know I'm one of those people, and I'm surely grateful for that. Really want to make sure that we maintain the right mindset, and that we stay focused, and that we stay on this journey, and that we continue to work towards our goals each and every day that we have. Do not allow the noise to drown out your inner voice and what is telling you that you need to do. No one has that desire that you have inside of you to succeed in your business. That is your desire. That is how you feel. What you have in your heart, in your mind, and do what you need to do to stay in this entrepreneurship game, to stay focused, to continue on the mission, and to continue with your vision as to why you got started in the first place. So I'm going to share with you some principles on being disciplined in your entrepreneurship journey. And the first one that I will mention is hard work. You got to work hard. There's no if and ands about it. You got to put in the long hours. You have to meet your clients or your customers where they are. For me, sometimes working with nurses, me working long hours because they work different shifts. So I have to be available to speak with them when they are available. And also they're in different time zones. Okay, so put in the time, make the sacrifice that others are not willing to take. That is part of your entrepreneurship journey. Number 2 is so important to stay healthy. And I know I talk about this a lot. You got to be in the right mind. You got to be in the right frame of health, mind, body, and spirit to get through these times. Stay disciplined with your diet. Stay disciplined with your exercise. Stay disciplined with taking care of you and managing the stress. The stress is going to come. Do not let it overwhelm you. Stress is not our friend. You want to get rid of it as soon as we can. Take some deep breaths, go for a walk, get some exercise in, stay healthy to stay the course. And number 3, this is a very easy one. Expect challenges. You knew day one when you started, or before you started, you knew that there will be challenging times. But stay focused when these challenging times happen. Think about, what are you learning from this experience? What is the lesson here for you to learn? Do you need to be stronger? Do you need to have a stronger mindset? Do you need to have more grit? What is it that you need to do to get through this challenging time? The challenges will happen. Number 4, this one is a personal lesson for me, is to be patient. It is so important to be patient. Success is a process or a journey, whichever you want to call it, a process or a journey. It's not an overnight thing, okay? Like I said earlier, it might happen overnight for some, but we know the majority, it takes at least 2 to 3 years to really start to see some profit, and sometimes up until 5 years. So be patient with yourself. Stay focused. Do what you need to do every day to make sure that you are working towards your goals, that you are working towards succeeding. Make sure that you are seeing yourself as being successful. Do not sit and wallow. Get up, get dressed, put on that lipstick, or put on that nice business shirt, or whatever you need to do. If you're in construction, put on those construction boots. Talk to yourself, remind yourself of what you're made of, and remind yourself that you are already successful. The fact that you stepped out and that you started this business, you're already successful. So don't wait for, the overnight sensation or fall off for others to even cheer you on. Do it for you in the meantime. And remember that you gotta have the hunger. You gotta be hungry enough, want it bad enough to be successful. How bad do you really want on it. Number 5 is having the right mindset. Make a cautious decision to think positively. Be mindful about when those negative thoughts come to you. Learn how to shift them immediately. Learn how to create positive thoughts, positive thinking every day. Start your day. Positive affirmations, positive reminders of what you did before, positive thinking, positive things that you can do to remember who you are. Make that call, take that stance. Stand in your power and know that you are the CEO of this journey, the CEO of you, and you are working towards achieving your goals. And always protect your mind. Sometimes we really got to be so careful with who we are having conversations with, because when you're going through tough times, there are people that are really quick, or some people who are really quick to beat you down, to offer other alternatives that don't even align with what you want to do or your goals. Be quick to end a conversation, to change the topic or change your scene if you need to, because you're going to really need to have that mindset, a positive mindset every day, every hour of your day to be successful. It is not an option. And number 6 is to celebrate those wins, because they will happen, big or small. Celebrate them. Celebrate every moment that you get to celebrate something. If you reached out to 50 people today, you made 50 calls, that's a celebration. If you made 10 more than yesterday, that's something to celebrate. If you have someone that says, yes, I'm interested, or you get a new referral, things like that remind you of why you're doing this. So celebrate those small wins. I know that it can be challenging, and when you're in a situation trying to push yourself through, again, like I said, it takes time, it takes discipline, it takes patience, but be disciplined in the process. Stay focused, stay true to yourself, and believe in you. I believe in you. I know that you can do this. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to share on the video and the comments what you are doing or what you have done in the past to get through challenging times. Encourage another business owner, call another business owner, go out for coffee, share your thoughts, share what you might be going through, and encourage each other. Remember that if you are in need of a business plan, or if you want to review your business plan, I'll be happy to assist you with that. Check out my business premium consultants for a complimentary consultations on getting your business plan right. Until next time, remember to subscribe, like, and share. And thank you for watching Living Passionately with Pat Brown. See you at the top.